Right, so today we're going deep, really deep into, well, I guess you could say one of basketball's biggest what-ifs.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, the Kobe versus Jordan, right? Like,
Yeah.
who hasn't debated this one?
Right, a classic.
But here's the thing. We're not just doing the whole rings thing.
Okay, yeah.
We're going deeper, like way deeper. We've got these excerpts from this Jordan-Kobe article, and let me tell you, there's some stuff in here that just blew my mind.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, for starters, did you know that Kobe actually has a winning record against Jordan?
Yeah. 5-3. It's pretty wild when you think about it.
It's almost like a spoiler, you know?
Right.
Like you think Jordan, you think unbeatable, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But Kobe, he went up against his hero, and, well, he came out on top. More often than not, I mean.
Yeah. And it's not just like, oh, he beat an older Jordan when he was with the Wizards or something.
Right.
No, we're talking about wins against Jordan in his prime. You know,
Yeah.
Bulls dynasty, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, hold on. Yes. Before we go any further, let's rewind a bit. I mean, everyone knows Kobe idolized Jordan, right?
Oh, absolutely. Modeled his whole game after him.
But it was more than just, like, admiration, you know?
It was like, yeah,
It was a deep dive.
yeah. It was total immersion.
I mean, Tracy McGrady even talked about how Kobe used to watch Jordan's home movies as a teenager.
Yeah. Trying to break down, like, the DNA of greatness, you know?
It's like us watching game highlights, but on a whole other level.
Totally.
And, I mean, no YouTube back then, so, like, who knows how he even got those tapes. Really shows you Kobe's dedication.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it speaks to his commitment to mastering his craft. And, you know, even though he fell one championship short of Jordan's 6 rings, those head-to-head wins, they definitely add another layer to their whole story.
All right, so let's actually break down some of those early matchups. Like,
Yeah.
what was the atmosphere like, knowing this young Kobe's going up against his idol? I mean,
Well, just picture this. December 17th, 1997. Kobe, 19 years old.
19?
19, facing the Chicago Bulls. And he drops 33 points on Jordan.
Whoa. Wait, 19? That's, like, younger than some rookies in the league today.
I know, right?
What was going through his head?
I can only imagine the pressure, the excitement, I mean, the nerves. But you know what? He didn't back down.
Wow.
He rose to the occasion, 33 points.
Against prime Jordan. Man, it makes you wonder what MJ was thinking at the time. Like, did he see a bit of himself in young Kobe?
It's possible. I mean, the Bulls won that game. But for Kobe, that was a statement game.
Yeah, definitely set the stage for their future battles. So were there any other early matchups that really, like, stand out?
Oh, absolutely. February 1st, 1998, Lakers crushed the Bulls in that one.
Really?
It wasn't even close. Kobe had 20 points, and they won by 25.
25 points.
Against the reigning champs.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That had to sting a little, even for Jordan. So, like, looking back at these early wins, what do you think they meant for Kobe, like, at that stage in his career?
Validation, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine the confidence boost, knowing you can not only compete with, but actually beat your idol, the guy you've modeled your whole game after.
Yeah.
Must have been incredibly empowering.
And how do you think those early wins shaped their dynamic? Like, moving forward,
Yeah.
did it shift the balance of power even just a little?
Ooh, that's a great question. It definitely added, like, this layer of intrigue to their rivalry, knowing Kobe had tasted victory,
Yeah.
that he had the potential to surpass his mentor.
Right?
Makes you wonder how it affected their interactions on and off the court.
Yeah, speaking of interactions, let's move beyond the on-court battles for a second and talk about their personal connection, because it feels like it went way deeper than just basketball.
Oh, for sure. It evolved into this genuine bond, mentorship, respect, the whole thing. Remember Jordan's words at Kobe's memorial?
Oh, man. Heartbreaking when he called Kobe his little brother.
Right. You could feel it.
Yeah.
When Kobe Bryant died, he said, "A piece of me died." Reveals a level of connection that goes beyond wins and losses. And it makes their final interview together for The Last Dance even more poignant.
I know, right? That interview was just a week before Kobe's passing.
I know.
Knowing what Jordan would later say about the relationship,
Right.
it adds a whole new dimension to that conversation.
It's like we're witnessing this passing of the torch, a mentor sharing his wisdom, knowing their time is precious, and it's all captured on film.
Wow.
It's really something.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
Yeah.
But okay, before we get to I guess emotional, I got to go back to those box scores for a sec. That March 28th, 2003 game, Kobe versus Jordan, one last time. What was the energy like for that one?
Oh, man. That game, it was electric. Kobe was with the Lakers, Jordan with the Wizards, near the end of his career. And Kobe, he just went off 55 points.
55 points.
Yeah,
Against Jordan, was he like trying to make a statement or what?
maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
But it was a master class in offensive basketball. 9 3-pointers, unstoppable drives, you name it.
Man, I wish I could have been there. Did Jordan even have any answers?
Well, he still put up 23 points, so not bad for a guy, basically retired.
Classic Jordan, right? Never backs down.
Exactly. Even in a loss, he wanted to show he could still play. There's a kind of poetry to it, don't you think? This passing of the torch, Kobe putting on a show against his fading idol.
Yeah, it's like something out of like a Greek myth or something. The young warrior, taking over for the old guard. But in this case, it was all respect, right?
Yeah.
No bad blood.
Exactly. No disrespect. It was about Kobe proving he'd learned the lessons, honed his skills, ready to forge his own path. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Okay, so let's try and put it all together. Kobe models his game after Jordan, battles him on the court, surpasses him in some ways. What does it all say about their relationship, about competition, about legacy?
It speaks to how greatness works, how inspiration can lead to emulation, competition, and then ultimately a passing of the torch. Jordan ignited a fire in Kobe, pushed him, and Kobe in turn pushed Jordan to keep proving himself even at the end of his career.
It's a good reminder that even the greatest players, they have heroes,
Yeah.
mentors that inspire them, help them to reach for crazy heights. And the truly great ones, they embrace the challenge, right? They don't shy away from it. It's fuel,
It's amazing how inspiration and competition, they can work together.
Yeah, makes you think about how our own heroes and rivals, they shape us,
Totally. We learn from the people we look up to. We try to beat the people who challenge us. It's a back and forth that pushes us.
Yeah, it's like this deep dive has revealed a whole other side to the Kobe Jordan story. It's not just about the championships, the highlights. It's the human side of it, their connection.
It's a reminder that even in pro basketball, where it's all competition, you can still have these real connections.
And it really makes you think, like, about Kobe's mindset. He didn't just want to be like Mike. He wanted to be better.
Yeah.
And he pulled it off, right? I mean, at least head to head.
It shows you just how driven he was, that determination. Kobe wanted to create his own legacy.
5 championships, worldwide fame, a legacy that's, it's still huge today. He definitely did that. But, it's interesting to think about Jordan's side of it, too. We focused a lot on Kobe's wins. But what does it say about Jordan? That he was okay with it. He mentored Kobe, even celebrated his wins.
That's a really good point. It shows like a real confidence in his own legacy. Jordan wasn't threatened by Kobe. It was like he saw it as the natural way of things.
Passing the torch.
Exactly.
It's like he knew that being great isn't about holding on to what you've done. It's about helping the next generation be even better.
Yeah. And there's a lesson there for all of us, no matter what you do. Real leadership is about empowering others, helping them push the limits.
Wow, that's deep. So anyone listening, I hope this deep dive into Kobe and Jordan has given you something new to think about. It's not just the championships or the stats. It's the human story behind it all.
Yep.
The mentorship, the respect, the emotions that come with trying to be the best.
It reminds us that even with big rivalries, you can still have admiration and respect. And in the end, it's about how one generation of greatness can inspire the next.
So think about what it really means that Kobe had a winning record against his hero. What does it tell us about ambition, about mentorship, about how legacies work? It's something to think about. And it's just one of the many things we've uncovered in this deep dive into the rivalry between Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.